Okay, so something happened overnight. An update on the jobs for New South Wales for the RMO campaign in 2020 for 2021. So we're going to go check it out. So here we are over in the New South Wales Health Jobs Board. And you can see the campaign has been updated on their page. So we've got 2021 clinical recruitment year campaign here. Same thing about the uncertainty about the pandemic. But looky here. We've updated our application dates as well as you can find out interview dates, etc. So when do applications open? Well, there was some heralding in the inside news that I got. Was that it was going to be about July, and that is absolutely correct for most people. So you can see you've got a range of dates there starting with 15th of May, but that's for just one job in pain medicine. 29th of May for some provisional fellow roles, which are very senior roles. So they might be some of those jobs, by the way, for those specialist IMGs that are looking for the short-term specialist training pathway, as well as obviously advanced trainees here. But I believe the bulk of jobs, like basic physician trainee, are being advertised on the 23rd of July, closing 16th of August with an interview date in September. So that's extremely late for New South Wales. Normally, the applications are in and concluded by end of June, and there's interviews a lot earlier than that. So things have been massively delayed in the state of New South Wales. So you can go and check it out for yourself. It's the healthnewsouthwales.gov.au. When I get a chance, I might leave a link in the description to this video below. It's a live stream at the moment, so I haven't had a chance to do that. But let's have a look at what's happening around the rest of Australia now. So WA, the best news I can still find is that the actual jobs site, which is MedJobs WA, is not open yet. We'll just check that again just in case that has opened for recruitment. There's some sort of what look like some ad hoc jobs there, but no, I can't see any RMOs. Yeah, some fellows, senior registrars. There's the intern role. So it doesn't look like their campaign has started, and we know that because applications for 2021 WA Western Australian resident medical officer positions will open on the 2nd of June and close 30th of June. So they're closing 30th of June, whereas in New South Wales, August for those sort of jobs, including resident medical officer, 16th of August, so way behind. So we expect that this gets updated soon, and there'll be like resident jobs and other jobs being advertised there. There's quite a few being advertised at a training level already, though, aren't there, in Western Australia? So we'll go around the country, starting from west to going around east. We'll go to Northern Territory next. So Northern Territory, that's the landing page for medical officer recruitment. So you can see some information there about if you want to be a registrar or an intern or resident. They do have like an open, you can see applications now being accepted. It's kind of an all year round application process where you can apply at any point in time. It's kind of like an expression of interest, though, continually recruiting. But they do normally have a campaign, but that doesn't seem to be up yet. And I know that because the campaign for the previous year, which I thought I had before, yeah, here we go. 20 RMO positions. They were saying that jobs would close July 2019. So one might expect that maybe in June again, there's like an RMO registrar type regular annual medical recruitment campaign for Northern Territory, but nothing as of yet. And by the way, one of the questions I often get asked by IMG audience members is, can I apply for these jobs? Well, generally not, although Northern Territory tend to be a little bit more liberal. What you're looking for is kind of the tail end. So, for example, in New South Wales, what normally happens is around September. It's probably going to be a bit later this year, maybe around November even in some cases. There'll be a second round where they might open some of these jobs up to applicants who need to be, who can be from overseas and are eligible for registration. Most of these jobs, if you go into them at the moment, will say if they aren't open in New South Wales, but ones that will be open will say that you must have general registration already. So that's Northern Territory. What about South Australia, hopping down from below Northern Territory? Well, some information here. We click on, this is the SA Health Medical Recruitment landing page under SA Health Careers, Training Medical Officer Recruitment. There's some information here, nothing about dates, but if we go to the information pack for postgraduate year 2 pluses, we'll see that there's quite a bunch of information recently updated, quite recently updated, 14th of May. Important dates. Applications will open Monday, 8th of June, which is a public holiday, and close 1st of July. So that's what's like about 3 weeks. And their interviews are going to be August to September. So again, I mean, traditionally the other states go ahead of New South Wales, but New South Wales seems to be lagging quite considerably this year. I worry a little bit for the success of recruitment in the biggest state by population of Australia because of that. Let's go down to the island of Tasmania, which is my alma mater state. See what we've got here. This is the landing page for Department of Health and Human Services. So every state and territory runs their own recruitment separately in Australia, in case you haven't worked it out already. And you'll see here, there's the landing page. The 2020 campaign will be open soon. Please check our current campaign page. And there was a notice somewhere about being delayed due to COVID-19. I wonder if I click on this one. There's Medical Interns 2021 is already open. They're all open around the country, so the internship's going. But we've still got TBAs for resident medical officers and registrars, etc. So, yeah, not a lot of information there, which is a bit of a problem for a state like Tasmania, which is quite small if they're lagging behind some of the other bigger states like Western Australia, South Australia, and Queensland. I'll get to Queensland secondly. But let's go up north again to Victoria. This is the PMCV match page where they match a lot of jobs in Victoria annually, including the internship. It's quite a nice, very sort of modern and looking landing page. I congratulate them on that. The intern match is open. They also do non-medical jobs, so you can see a graduate nurse midwifery program match there. They've postponed the radiology registrar match, and we can view all matches. And unfortunately, what we see is that other than the intern match, there's no medical positions yet. So, and not any information about the delay, but that does seem delayed to me as well. So we've done New South Wales, but we just obviously have to actually go to ACT before we go to Queensland. So I actually put out an email this morning saying that ACT was uncertain, but I found I was actually on the wrong page. So this is the correct page, and they have launched. So ACT, sitting within New South Wales, generally goes a bit earlier to make sure it doesn't lose doctors to New South Wales. And you can see that they're actually advertising their recruitment dates now. So they've got interns there, various registrar positions, basic physician training, RMO 2 to 4, advertising July, closing August. So that's likely to be ahead of New South Wales. Well, it is, we know. Mental health RMO, I think there's like a general resident one here somewhere. No, I'm wrong. Pre-vocational training, interns, resident medical officers. Not, maybe it's general. Or maybe they're just streamed within some of these other jobs. But you can see there are RMOP, which is Y2 type level jobs there being advertised. I think I noticed one there in psychiatry as well. So they're out. All their general positions are being advertised. We'll go back to Queensland. Queensland looks like they're going to be first off the mark just by a day over WA. So they are launching as scheduled on the 1st of June, closing 29th of June. So their applications will have closed before the majority in New South Wales have even opened, which is interesting. And they're just across the border from New South Wales. And there's some information here about how to apply. It's actually quite a good recruitment portal in terms of the information they supply there as well. So that's it. That's a roundup of all the states and territories in Australia. As you can see, some have about to launch basically, and they put their information up in their application portals. The click link to go in when it opens is there. In other cases, we've still got delays and a little bit of uncertainty going around. So what does all this mean? What do I make of this? What does this mean in terms of what the consequences are if you are a trainee doctor in Australia applying for a job this year, or even maybe an IMG hoping that you might be able to apply to one of these RMO campaigns? Well, the key message that I keep putting out is being prepared. You need to be prepared, and the first way to be prepared is to get your resume in order. Make sure that you're maximising the marketing on your front page. Make sure that it has a personal statement. Make sure there's no photo on your resume. So that's the first point. The second thing is you should be, if you haven't already, you should be lining up your referees, and they should be relevant, and they should be recent, and they should be diverse. Ones that are able to give a good view of your current performance and what strengths you bring to the roles. And then finally, it all comes down eventually to the interview. And you should be practicing now for interviews. And that practice should be deliberative. It should be incorporating some immediacy of feedback. I'd highly recommend you use Zoom, because you can practice using Zoom, but you're probably going to be doing a video interview anyway, so you need to practice in that format. And if you're really wanting to get some decent feedback on your performance, there's some tricks and there's some pitfalls in asking novice people to give you feedback around this interview performance. So I'd strongly recommend you think about getting your interview coach in line if you haven't already so far. So just a quick reminder that we do have our online medical careers workshop starting very shortly. It's going to run from basically June to August, and maybe longer if needed, to help you guys through the entirety of this process. We've got a decent bunch of speakers already lined up, more to be booked in, and you can see the schedule there. Some great ticketing options for you. I will hopefully see you at the workshop, and I will definitely see you in another video, and I'll see you online, and bye for now.